If you're looking for the most overpowered Stasis Warlock build for PvP, then you're in luck. Because with this build, you will destroy anybody you come up against in PvP, and it's super fun to play with. Let's just say, you will be able to constantly freeze your enemies over and over again, so just imagine how fun that is for the other team. This build really thrives in game modes such as Trials of Osiris and competitive, so if that interests you, make sure you stick around. Throughout this video, I will dive into the exotics, aspects, and fragments needed to make this build a monster in PvP. But before I do that, if you enjoyed this video at any point, make sure to hit that like button. And if you enjoy my Destiny 2 content, feel free to subscribe to my channel for more future videos. With all that being said, let's hop straight into the build. Starting with the exotic weapon we'll be using for this build, I'm bringing one back from my Stasis Hunter build that I made a video about previously. The weapon is called the Prestige-77K and is honestly one of the most fun and toxic weapon exotics I've ever used, and it just pairs up so well with Stasis that I had to put it in this build. If you don't know why Prestige is so good, it has an intrinsic trait called LN2 Burst. Anytime you get a final blow with a weapon, you hold down X or whatever that button is for you, and your weapon will be granted a charged shot. And what this charged shot does is anytime you hit somebody with it, it'll completely freeze them for a decent amount of time and also will slow them. And the best thing about this freeze is that they're frozen long enough for you to kill them again with the weapon, which means that you'll get another charged shot and basically be able to do this over and over again if you get enough kills. So mix this together with the Stasis subclass and you're just going to be freezing everybody, causing them to hate you. But who cares what they think, because we're just here to have fun and get some kills. But yeah, enough of that, let's move on to our subclass. Starting with the aspects, the first one we have is called Ice Flare Bolts. Whenever you shatter a frozen target, it will spawn seekers that track and freeze other nearby targets. That's why I said this build helps a lot in game modes such as Trials and Comp, because teams are usually more competitive and stacked together. So anytime you freeze one of them and get the kill, it's just going to keep chasing down the other ones and end up freezing all of them, which means that you're going to be getting a bunch of free kills with this. And then moving on to the next aspect, which I'm pretty sure we've all been on the other side of, it's called Frost Pulse. Anytime you cast your rift, you generate a shockwave that freezes nearby combatants. I think we all know how annoying this one is, where a warlock goes around the corner, you go to push him, puts his rift down, and you're frozen. And you're dead. There's no way you're surviving that. You're just forced to sit there, frozen and helpless. But hey, now we're gonna be the ones doing it, so who cares? I know, yeah, if you didn't think that was enough freezing, let me talk to you about what my abilities are. Starting with my grenade, we have the Cold Snap Grenade, a grenade that freezes on impact and sends out another seeker to find and freeze targets. The main purpose of this grenade is to freeze enemies. It doesn't really do that much damage, and it tracks pretty far. The other grenades aren't terrible. I just feel like Cold Snap's the best, especially with this build. But of course, you can do what you want. And also, if you want to make the Cold Snap Grenade even better, the exotic armor piece we use for this build is perfect. The exotic we're using is Osmiomancy Gloves. Your Cold Snap Grenades have an additional charge that recharges quicker on direct impact, and the seeker spawn from Cold Snap Grenade travels even farther. So if one freezy grenade wasn't enough for you, now you have two, and they track even farther. This exotic really just works perfectly with this build. Alright, back to my next ability. We of course have the melee that comes with Stasis, known as Penumbral Blast. You raise your Stasis staff against your foe, send a blast of Stasis forward to freeze your target. And if you want to make this freeze even better and have more opportunities, you can use the Claws of Ahamkara. With these, you gain an additional melee charged, and charged melee final blows will spawn an orb of power. So you'll have two opportunities to use your staff. They're a little harder to hit than your grenade, of course, because their grenade tracks, but the staff is also very nice to use, and it's nice to have another charge of that as well. But of course, you can pick between the two. The Claws of Ahamkara are a little easier to get due to the other ones being obtained from lost sectors or Vex incursion zones. So just use whatever one fits your needs or whichever ones you have access to. Next, I always use Strafe Glide. I just love that strong directional control on my warlocks. And then I use a Healing Rift, but you can pick between whichever one you want. Now we're moving on to my fragments. We have the Whisper of Chains. While you're near a frozen target or a friendly stasis crystal, you take reduced damage from targets. I chose to put this fragment on here because I feel like it's really important. When you freeze a target, you're gonna push them and kill them, but there's also gonna be other enemies shooting at you while you do that, and you want to be able to take less damage because you're gonna be distracted on this frozen target. Because when you kill them, it's gonna send out a little projectile to freeze someone else. So you want to be able to take as reduced damage as possible while the other thing is tracking the other targets to freeze them as well. It's about 15% damage resistance if you're curious. It's not that much, but it's something. Next, we have the Whisper of Fissures, and what this does is it increases the damage and size of the burst of stasis when you destroy a stasis crystal or defeat a frozen target. So whenever you defeat a frozen target, it's going to let out a stasis burst that damages other targets nearby. So if you freeze multiple people next to each other, it's just going to damage all of them. And when their crystals break as well, they're also going to do the burst too. So of course, another great fragment to have. And next on the list, we have Whisper of Torment. You gain grenade energy each time you take damage from targets. So anytime you're getting shot, you're just going to get more grenade energy, which means you're going to be able to throw out more cold snap grenades, which means you're going to freeze more people. And also paired up with the Cryosthesia, you're also going to be able to freeze even more people. So basically, more grenade energy is great because whenever you're not using your Cryosthesia, you can throw your cold snap grenade to get a kill like that. Then you can activate your Cryosthesia charge shot and freeze more people after that. So really, if you don't have your Cryosthesia shot that freezes targets, you can just use your cold snap grenade, get a freeze, kill them, and then you're granted your charge shot, and you can just keep that process going over and over again, resulting in basically unlimited freezing. But yeah, that's enough of that fragment. The last one on the list we have is Whisper of Hedrons. Dramatically increases weapon stability, weapon aim assist, weapon airborne effectiveness, mobility, resilience, and recovery after freezing a target with stasis, which is basically going to be a lot of the time, so you're always going to have these buff stats, which is always going to be great for you, especially in PvP. When it comes to how much mobility, resilience, and recovery you get plus 30 for each of them, which is a big buff. So 100% this fragment needs to be on your build. It's just free extra stats, and it really helps you a lot in PvP, and there's no reason not to use it. And if you want to replace these fragments with a different one, there's one called Whisper of Refraction. Whenever you defeat a slowed or frozen target, you're granted class ability energy. So that'll basically just allow you to put your rift down more. If you like freezing people that way, then you can put on this thing and replace it out with something else. It's really fully customizable, and it's just up to you. All these fragments work really well together and make for a very fun time in PvP, and all work together to really make you get your abilities back really quickly. But yeah, that's all for my subclass. Now we're gonna move on to my armor mods. For my helmet, I'm rocking 2 stasis targeting mods to help out with my Cryosthesia. For my gauntlets, I'm running 2 stasis dexterity and a fastball. The dexterity is just for faster ready and stow speed for my Cryosthesia, and fastball just increased grenade throw distance. I always have to have this in PvP or I just feel weird. For my chest piece, I have 2 unflinching stasis aims. That's always nice because Cryosthesia isn't the easiest gun to shoot, and you don't want to be getting flinched, so having these mods is always helpful. And I just threw like a harmonic resistance on there because I only had 1 extra, so I just threw something on there. It doesn't matter what you put. For my legs, I'm running 2 Absolution mods. Reduces all ability cooldowns each time you pick up an overpower. I'm just running 2 stacks of those. I think those are the best for me. And then for my bond, I'm using Distribution. It reduces all my ability cooldowns whenever I use my class ability near target. So anytime I freeze somebody with my rift, all my abilities get cooldowns, which is great. And then I'm running Reaper. After I use my class ability, my next final blow spawns an overpower. So perfect. I use my rift, freeze someone, kill them, I get a free overpower, and that activates my Absolution, which is perfect. And then lastly on it, I have Bomber, which reduces all cooldowns when using my class ability. And then lastly, I have Bomber, which reduces my grenade cooldown whenever I use my class ability. So once again, my Rift. All of these mods work perfectly together to help me get my abilities back as quick as possible, while also being able to use my Cryosthesia as best as possible. And also allow me to use my Cryosthesia to the best. And also allow me to use my Cryosthesia as of course, you don't have to use the Cryosthesia. Based on whatever you pick, you can switch all these mods out to make it work to your best ability. But with me, I'm using Cryosthesia with the shotgun and just a grenade launcher. I like to be really pushy with this build, especially because you're freezing targets. I just freeze them, just push up to them and shotgun them, and then I just keep doing that over and over again. But of course, this build's fully customizable. I'm just setting a foundation for you guys. You can feel free to copy me exactly. I don't mind. I'll have a dim link in the description, so it's really up to you. But yeah, that's everything with the build. I'm now going to hop into a PvP game and show you guys how it works live. Alright, we're on a Rumble game. Oh, this is a good map. Good map. Yeah, I wasn't really in the mood for 6v6, so this is what we're dealing with right now. There's a guy right here. Oh. Oh my gosh, how am I alive? What the heck? I like hardcore panic right there. Oh, right here. Keep some distance. Oh, he's going up. What are you doing? He wants someone to push me up here and freeze him. I don't know what to do right now. Oh, right here. Alright. Stole my kill. Still got him. Still got one though. Yo, oh my gosh. You guys ever do that? Just stop shooting because you think you're gonna kill him and then he's still alive? I just did that. This is scary. We're going off right now, low-key. Good start, good start. Oh, that was a bad throw. Oh, I'm so low. Aw, dang. Yeah, heavy over here. Adam. What's up, dude? Oh gosh. I'll take it. Freezing people is so funny, and Cryosthesia just makes it so much funnier. Like, I feel like a douche, but I don't really care. Ooh. Oh, that hurt really bad. See ya, dude. I'm sorry, man. I really am. Oh, CB pushes. Nope. No, that was bad on me. The recluse, damn, that shit just dropped me. Right here. Wait, I'm choking? Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. I can't wait till I get the Osmomancies and I can get the double cold snap grenades. I'm just rocking the double melee for right now until I can get them. The bag grenade throw, no one saw that. Sorry. Had to do it to you. I want this guy. Oh. The Rift's definitely the hardest thing to freeze people with, but it can be clutch if you can get it to work. More of a 3v3 thing where people are way more pushy. You're on a point or something, they push on a corner, bam, pop Rift, frozen, easy kill. What? Oh my god, that was a free kill and I messed up. Make fun of me in the comments, thank you. Got this guy right here. Alright, dude, I'm kind of mad. We're about to have to use this this super real quick to clean some people up. Let's see what we're gonna do. We're going in. I'm scared. Oh, one kill, I'll take it. I'm like surrounded right now. Freeze him, but I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna go this way. Map's kind of cluttered for that super, but it's okay. This guy's ours. This guy's ours. Where you at, dude? Where you at? You're mine. Freeze him. Oh, he didn't push me. Oh yeah. Another kill? I ran out of bullets. Ooh. We won though. Good game. That was a very good game. How'd it do? Man, look at that. First game. I have not played all day. 3.0. 21 opponents defeated. Let's go. Longest streak 7. Yeah, that was just my warm-up game too. So you can see how good this build is. It's actually kind of ridiculous. It's super fun, super toxic. I don't care. There's so many OP builds in this game. I mean, there's Titans that exist, okay? They have everything handed to them. So Warlocks get some for once. This build is super fun. But yeah, guys, that's all I have for my build video today. I hope this video helped assist y'all in some way. And if you decide to try out this build, let me know how it goes in the comments below. I, of course, appreciate all the support. And until next time, my name is Apoxy. Peace.